Hello, everyone. My name is Joyce, and I am, well, Joyce, Jade, and the Violet Sage. I'm trying to do two recordings at one time here, so bear with me. So I'm probably going to repeat this because I am trying to do this on TikTok as well. So let's see. I know I'm not looking at the camera. Okay, again. Hi, my name is Joyce, Jade, and the Violet Sage. I am bringing this to everyone today because I'm thinking I need to be doing what I originally set out to do, which is to help people to have insight, helpful information to get through the trying times of our world today. So, this is what the Traveling Ministries and Mystics for the Open Minded is for. But I also have the page, The Violet Sage. But right now I am doing this particular one possibly on TikTok and the Traveling Ministries and Mystics for the Open Minded on Facebook and also on YouTube. So on YouTube, it's going to be under the Violet Sage. So I'm looking back and forth because I'm addressing the computer and my phone at the same time, hoping that this is how I can get it onto TikTok. Anyway, it seems to be the best way to reach as many people as I can. And what I'm going to talk about today is the Great Depression that is overcoming so many people right now, people not understanding what's going on, how to handle the situations. So I'm trying to take like a spiritual outlook on this to try to help you through these things. So this broadcast can be looked back on at any time. So, when things happen, I'm just going to tell you briefly what has just happened to someone else, and it's going to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. This gentleman, I'm doing fundraisers, so anybody that would like to do any fundraising or to donate any monies for this cause is greatly appreciated because right now, I'm sorry, he really, really needs this. This gentleman has been without a license for 8 years. There was a lot of inconsistencies with the laws when he got pulled over a long time ago. He wasn't even behind the wheel, actually, for an OWI. And he was hoping that the laws would change because this was his first offense. And he already did the responsible thing by getting off the road. But they used a really bad breathalyzer. And I mean, 8 hours later, was still registering the same. They finally got a new one and found out that he had no alcohol at all. But they threw the book at him, first time offense. So he lost his license. All right, and it was indefinitely until he got an IID put on his vehicle. So when he finally did get the IID put on his vehicle, after I can't even tell you how much it cost because I tried to help him with that. Um, I mean, by getting the car on the road, how much it costs to reinstate your license these days, registration, purchasing a car, insurance, and to upkeep for an IID, and you have to rent the unit every month. It was astronomical. All right, so the very first day he's on the road, it actually wasn't even a full 24 hours. He decided to come and join me with his our dog's birthday party. We do not live together as long. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, on his way home, a deer hits him. There goes the car, right? So here he is working really hard to put his life together, and this happens. So why, you ask, would something like this happen? I've been asking myself that a lot too, and it was very, very heart wrenching actually. And we're all still really upset about it. And it just happened. And not to mention the next day was his birthday. Okay. I mean, it's like compiled and compressed on top of each other. So, with that story being told, just okay. Now, he worked really hard in getting this back. God knows we all have our inconsistencies. We all have things that we can do better or straighten out in our lives. Um, and he's been working on it. Nobody's perfect, right? So you ask, why does this happen? So, just for instance, now I think it's not always what happens to you. Matter of fact, I know it's not that I think that part. I was going to say something else. It is how you react to it. That is your test. That is your lesson in life, is your reactions. They mean everything. Okay, so first he was like really upset, but he didn't say anything. He didn't complain about it. That was like major growth for him. Major. Okay. Um, but of course, it catches up with you after a while. But he was looking at it, it's like, you know what? Nope. I decided I want that car because we're deciding, all right, is it better just to get another car altogether? Is this vehicle even worth it? But somehow this is a test. So, but it's a test for everyone else too. It's maybe, I mean, he had such a down outlook in life. I mean, he didn't even really want to be here anymore because life is so stressful, and we all know how stressful life is. We just don't all talk about it. We don't carry it on our sleeves. We don't wear it, but he wears it. Okay. So him being able to take a better outlook on it was like remarkable. This was like a huge jump and leap for him. So he got a part of that straight. But it's also an opportunity for him to see that there are people in the world that still care. There's people that maybe will be willing to donate and help him with his cause. He needs to gain his faith back in mankind, and don't we all? Like, don't you need to gain your faith back in mankind too? I mean, look at all that's going on around here anymore. So this is an opportunity for other people to share and donate as well, to show that they do care, they do love, and they're going to work with somebody they don't even know because they feel bad about what they're going through. Maybe they're slightly well off. I mean, I know me with the way things are today. And hello, Vicky. Good. Uh, I know how I feel about things that have gone on in my life, and I was gonna say something else. Sorry. Um, but all things. Oh, with the way I am an animal lover. Okay, so when I hear about all that's going on, where they torture dogs, they horrifically beat them, burn them, cut their paws off. They do all kinds of really horrible, disgusting things to them to make them suffer because they think it makes their meat taste better. How disgusting is that? Okay, dogs are more helpful and loving than any creature, the most unconditional loving being. I mean, they help the blind to get around, and they can drive cars for Pete's sakes. I mean, they're training them to do all kinds of things now. So anyway, I don't have anything. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm lucky. I'm um, basically partially disabled. Really am, but I've been fighting for disability forever. You don't make enough money to qualify for disability. How the heck does that work? You're disabled, right? How are you supposed to make money? And it's like I'm doing stuff like this, and I'm trying to do it on the side to supplement my income. This is what I did all the time. But even sitting for a long period of time hurts after a while. So I had to limit my time on here. But anyway, even with the little bit that I make, I might sell some things on eBay. So what I do is I take a portion of whatever I make and I donate it to these people like Soy Dog, Humane Society International, and people and PETA and things like that that help these situations and these poor dogs that are stuck in other areas and our own country too. So this is an opportunity for me to put my money where my mouth is. I mean, I can go into wholehearted praying where I'm bawling my eyes out for people. There's a labyrinth down the street over here. I take walks in the labyrinth. I mean, I could sit there all day and sit there and name off people and their situations, and I pray for them. I mean, this is who I am, and it helps. And I think this is why God has my back and why I'm being supported. And I mean, I'm not being supported fully like I need to be and want to be either, but I am happy and I am thankful for what I have. And when you are happy and you are thankful for what you have, you are given more. And when you're given more, then what do you want? You continue to do that because it's a good positive backing, right? But these people who get caught in these downward spirals, who they get upset with God or whoever, that is just bringing you more of what you don't want. So this is not the way to be. This is not how we do it, people. You have to find the reasons for upliftment. You have to find the reasons to be positive. Um, and you have to let spirit know, the universe know, your guides, guardians, and angels know, your helpers on the other side know, God know that you recognize when they're sending you something positive in your life. So he did get he found out of the blue now, after he was taking this positive stance towards things, out of the blue, he found out that he had this like old 401k that he totally forgot about. I mean, it's not enough to repair his vehicle, but it was a good jump start. Okay, so he got that. The universe showed him, you know what? For making that change that we know was really hard for you to do, we gave you a little cookie here. Now see where you take it. So you have to keep acknowledging the positive things that come to you. And when you do, more follows. And it doesn't always right away, because now don't forget, every thought, word, and deed is an investment. So when you're thinking, oh, no one's going to like me, or I can't do that job, but look how fat I am, who's going to want me, who's going to love me? You know, I know really skinny guys that actually adore heavy women. Matter of fact, he was trying to fatten up my one friend, and she has heart condition. So I'm like, you're killing her. You can't do that. If she's trying to lose weight, let her lose weight. But I'm telling you, there's people for everyone. All right. So you really have to change the tune of your thoughts if you want to experience betterment in your life. So, with that said, how are you going to change? What changes can you make? You cannot continually do the same things in the same way and expect a different outcome. It just doesn't happen. And that's a common saying, it's a common knowledge thing. So you really have to work on that. All right. Also, you have to stop the negative talk. And when I do my prayers before I do my readings, I'm a psychic medium as well. For those who don't know this, I'm a healer. I do many modalities of healing. And when I start, I say a prayer that all lower forces and energies are not welcome. So I'm taking back my power and telling them, hey, you see this line? Don't cross it. So instead of saying, oh, please God, protect me, I mean, it's a common thing people want to say, and it's all right to say when you're in a pinch, but that implies fear. There's only two emotions, love and fear. Everything stems from them too, those two things. When you are fearful, that makes people angry and they lash out because they're afraid someone's going to take something from them. What little I have left, you're going to take, whether it's my integrity, my calm, my patience, excuse me, that they're going to take something from you. So that makes you fearful. People lash out in anger, hate, and all that stuff is all fear based. And when you choose love for your fellow mankind, love for animals. I mean, put your foot out there, do something. If I see a dog in the window, I'm warning you. If you live around me and you lock a dog in a car, hot or cold, I'm smashing your window. I don't care. I'm letting that dog out. I bring my dogs with me too. I have sunshades that I put in the window. I will leave my car running with the air conditioner on if I have to do that. Otherwise, anywhere I go, I do have a service dog and I can take her with me, but I now have two dogs. And I think my one dog's the service dog for the other dog, really. And I'm their service person. So, anyway, I'm on. No, if it's in the cabinet. Sorry, everybody. Huh? No, it's mine. But use it. I don't care. Anyway, sorry. Um, you all got to see that. Hey, you know what? I have a life too. I got to do this at my house. And I have dogs too, so if you hear them barking in the background. But anyway, you have to stick up for what you know is right. This is what we all need to do. All these riots are ridiculous. And I'm sorry. I'm not going to say Black Lives Matter. And I'm not definitely not saying they don't. They definitely 110% do. But all lives matter. You know, wherever there's a story behind brutality that shouldn't be, there's for one color or another, there's the same story that maybe a little child was molested, raped, or murdered by a black person, and there's a child or somebody was molested and murdered by a white person. It's all over the place. We are all responsible for down things, and we are not any better by showing all this hate. That's just bull crappy. Okay, whatever, however you want me to say it. But anyway, I'm trying to tell everybody that it's an opportunity when things go wrong, an opportunity to give or an opportunity to receive. How many of us, especially light workers, that give. We give until we bleed. And how often do we get back? I know I don't. you know, but it's who I am. But when you do that all the time and you come out of balance, and if you're not doing the giving and receiving, then you can't very well be all there anymore and continue to give if you're not receiving. That's also the reason why I ask for donations. That and doing streaming actually costs people, for people who don't know it and people who don't do this. And this headset wasn't free. You know, all these things trying to make it better for people to hear me, see me. I mean, I got another camera than what comes with my computer because that one's just, you know, toast. So there's so many things and reasons behind everything that people don't realize. You don't know. People see people with a nasty look on their face as they're walking by them on the sidewalk, and they think, "Oh, what are they giving me a dirty look?" Yeah, I'll show them. They think they're so big and Mister this and Miss that or whatever. That's not the case. You have no idea what's going on with that person that day. They maybe just had the most horrific thing happen to them. And you know what they need? Prayers and a smile. That's what they need. Like, hi, how are you? And if they don't say hello to you, don't take it personal. It's not your issue. You stepped into their space and they might be reflecting into yours because you passed by. Doesn't mean you have to hold on to that. Okay? This isn't the way it's supposed to be. You need to spread love to receive love. All right, so as I was saying before, every thought and intention, word, deed has energy attached to it. And just picture every one of those things with a boomerang. Okay, so when you're putting that out to the universe is like one big giant vibratory thing that's going to send everything back to you. Whatever you're putting out there, whatever you're projecting, in and out, in and out. This is what it's doing. So when you're thinking those negative thoughts about yourself or someone else, it's going to come back to you. So now all these boomerangs you've been putting out all your life, how you've been brought up, what your parents and everything have taught you. Um, they've taught you either, other people that do this, they're little peons, they mean nothing, you don't want to be like them, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you were rich, maybe you were poor. They mold your mind. And they say the person you were when you were 7 years old is who the person you truly, really are inside. You just have to get back to that person. But every intention, every boomerang you've been putting out there since you were born comes back. So when you start focusing on the positive and the positive within yourself and the positive within other people, what do you think is going to eventually come back to you? So every word, thought, and deed really means something. So you go ahead and you put out those positive boomerangs. Eventually, that's all that's going to start coming back to you. It's, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is your life going to be. And this is one of my sayings, too. So you have to start putting the positive out there. You have to treat people with respect, even if they're not treating you with respect. Although, granted, if you see somebody beating on somebody, hell yeah, you ought to step in. Don't just be the onlooker. Watching and not doing isn't really a way to be. Although there are followers and there are leaders, doesn't mean you can't be a little both. We are all teachers and students. People learn from your mistakes. At least you hope they do. And that's why when our parents try to teach us things, we're supposed to be learning from them. And half of us say, no, you're wrong, Mom. It's not that way. He's not going to hurt me. Or, no, I can go rob that bank and I'll be fine. I can steal that just because they don't know. Oh, that store can afford that. That is not the way you look at it. You know it's wrong. Don't do it. You're just creating bad karma for yourself. So, you come on, people, get with the program. Really. So anyway, all these bad things that may be happening to you could be, you have to really search, what could I have done that created that? But before you came here, you made a plan. You made a game plan for yourself, what you wanted to learn, or not wanted, what you needed to learn and experience. So you're bringing all this to you. So now you have to make a game plan. How do I make it stop? What can I do to better myself so that I can put better reflections out there and better boomerangs out there so that this is what comes back to me next. So this is kind of what you need to really work on. I mean, this is the like most important podcast ever, probably. This molds your entire world and everything that's happening with you to you. I mean, I could follow people back to their childhood who didn't understand how things or why things are happening to them now, and I could show them every way, every thought pattern, or everything they did, or things that they forgot. They really thought that they were a victim, and they weren't. But way back then, a lot of us weren't aware of all this energy, and how we could be responsible for such things. This is what we need to do. I tell people take a little book down, you start jotting things down, things that aggravate you or things that have been done wrong to you, and another column of how you possibly had played any part in that. Next little one, how you could fix it, what you could do, and what would be the outcome that could be the best thing that could come of this if you change, if you do A, B, and C. There's work at its finest. And in Reiki, I'm a Reiki master teacher. They'll teach you that if something bad happens, if there's anything that you can do about that situation, then by all means do it. But if there isn't, then let it go from the screen of your mind, because that is the beginning of peace. If there's nothing you can do, you have to learn to let it go. You have to train your mind to start letting things go. All right, so I know there's this is a conversation that could go on for a really long time, but I'm hoping that this is really going to help some of you in some way, because this is the common goal and the common problem or issue that we all have. I'm going to recommend a book by Wayne Dyer called There's a Spiritual Solution for Every Problem. And you should really never call things problems. There's situations, like in other words, it could be fixed or whatever, or problem solving, that is fine. But you don't, saying the words want leave you in want, or need leaves you in need. So I'm putting it out there that, and then follow it through. If you say something negative about yourself or anybody else, say cancel, cancel, cancel 3 times and replace it with something positive. This is how positive change begins. And also think all the way back to your childhood too. Now, well, whether you're poor or whatever, or even growing up, if you say you're broke and you're poor and you're just angry about being broke and poor. Now, if you see somebody driving by with a nice shiny sports car, you say, "Oh yeah, you're a jerk. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see you." Now, if you're jealous, if you're showing some sort of jealousy towards somebody or something someone has, you are putting it out to the universe that you hate that thing. You don't want it. You hate people who have that kind of stuff. So what do you think you're creating for yourself? You're taking away all that positive stuff that could be coming to you because you hate it. You're telling the universe you hate it. I hate money. I hate beautiful sports cars. I hate this, I hate that. I don't want that. I hate people who have that. So now, what do you think the reflection is going to be? Every situation is your mirror. Even though you may not have the exact same situation going on, it doesn't mean that something similar isn't wrong, that you may be coming off to someone else that way and you don't even realize it. So we all need work on ourselves. Every single one of us. We are not angels by any means. I don't care if you're a churchgoer or what you are. It means nothing. You could be judging somebody unfairly, wrongly. You do not know what their karma put forth for them in this lifetime. And a lot of people don't believe in other lives. I do. Karma is done by how many times you come around. One lifetime you're going to be a rich person. One lifetime you're going to be poor. One time you might be a murderer or a rapist. The next time you're going to be the one that gets raped and murdered. So when people say, all right, karma's coming back to you, yes and no. It's not supposed to be a punishment. It's supposed to be so you can understand the other person's point of view. What is it like to be that? A lot of these people who do crimes like this, they're actually, I've seen a lot of research studies on this stuff. where they're actually missing something in their brain that allows them to do this, or they feel no sense of guilt, or they think this is the right thing to do. They just follow this little emotional ride that they have, and they really don't comprehend. I mean, it's a sickness, just like alcoholism or diabetes. Or I mean, really, the sickness is it's it's interesting. So anyway, we are to live all of this stuff. So to judge another is really you're judging yourself. We are all one, and we all need to remember that. So anything you can do to help that person. Yeah, I know if I see somebody mistreating a dog, beating the shit out of them, or beating the shit out of a person, I am going to step in. I might be the person that helps them to get the help they need so they can understand what they're doing wrong too. But it doesn't mean you should hate that person. Could be hating a version of yourself, which, a lot of us do. A lot of us hate certain parts or aspects of ourselves. But again, that's another healing process. If you hate that part of yourself, you're stopping yourself from moving on, moving forward, getting better. This, like I said, I can give you a million examples of this, but I'm hoping you're getting the gist of what I'm saying. Um, this is like the main talk. This is going to create your life from this day forward, however you need it and want it, desire it to be. Um, this always speaking like things are already in play, like, oh, that wonderful job is on its way to me right now, even though you don't know that. That's how you got to say it and state it. You're telling the universe, oh, did we miss something? I think we got to hurry up and put this into play. We missed where she was asking for this. Or the wonderful new career, or that $350 I need to pay that bill, or not need, that $350 that's due on that bill. That's coming to me now. By next week, this time, I'll have that in my hand. That'd be wonderful, right? How does it get better than that? You ask that too. Never ask. Never ask. What else? What next? What else can happen? Oh my God. You will find out. Do not ask that question. You will be sorry because you will find out. You're challenging the universe to show you what else can happen like that. So use reverse psychology. You challenge the universe. What next awesome thing can happen? I wonder what can happen now. Wonder what I can do to create more positive things in my life. Why not do that, right? So this is our little lesson for the day. I know this is a long one. Normally I only do like 10 or 15-minute sessions. I used to pull cards for the day for the subject that I wanted to talk about. Then it started turning into readings for the week. So this is why I wanted to do this separately. So you have to put forward what it is that you really desire in your life, what you want to be, the changes you'd like to make, and do it. Don't just talk about it. Talk is cheap. So do it. Be the doer. So again, if horrible things happen to you, it could be that you are giving someone an opportunity to come to your aid, to be the rescuer. Maybe this is the karma they were supposed to fill in this lifetime, and you're the person that's supposed to help to set that in motion. So I'm asking any of you today if anybody would like to do any donations. You can. I'm going to put this out on both sides here. Um, I'm doing it on my phone first. Sorry. It's donations to the Violet Sage at AOL.com, or the number 608-477-2192. And I do accept PayPal, Cash App, Google Pay, Square. There's also a thing called Zelly now too. So I'm gonna show this to you. Donations greatly appreciated. 3/4 of the donations that are collected today, this week, and actually for the rest of this month, you can send it anytime. Doesn't have to be today. I understand, and we are at the very end of the month. Who's got money now, right? Please don't forget about us, and send anything you can. Is really deeply appreciated for this person who is trying to get their life in order and lost it. You know, um, I'm trying to. Okay, so donations to the Violet Sage at AOL.com, because this is what you use in any of these little pay apps here. Also, I have thevioletsage.com. Please check that out. I sell many products and items, and I'll be willing to send at least 25% of that too, because of course I just got to pay for the product itself. But I'm willing to send anything you purchase, I'm willing to donate to that too. So please, you can send it to the phone number as well, 608-477-2192. And I accept PayPal, Cash App, Google Pay, Square, and Zelle. So this is going to be on my Facebook page too, so you can look back at it at any time. Please like, share, subscribe. I am on Facebook. I am on YouTube, and I don't know. This is probably going to be too long for Twitter. Um, I'm not even sure if this is still recording anymore. I think it is. Anyway, not Twitter. What am I saying? TikTok. TikTok. Yep. Who knows? Maybe it'll be on Twitter too. But anyway, please like, follow, subscribe, share. Please share because the more people I could build up, especially on my YouTube account and on TikTok, the more abilities of people that I can reach. And if I get a certain amount, I can actually start making money on YouTube if I can get like 1,000 followers in a month. So please just follow, follow, follow. Hit that notification bell. On if you follow me, like on YouTube, I mean on Facebook, then you will get notified when I come on because I do pop up readings and stuff like that too. But this is going to be a Sunday thing. Hopefully, I could do it before or after my. I do a little reading thing, message thing at 10 a.m. Central Time every Sunday, unless something's going on in my life where I can't make it on a Sunday. Then I try to make up for it. All right. So I'm going to leave that with all of you. And my recording did stop. I think I heard like what? Yep, 32 minutes. All right. So, all this time racks up here on YouTube. Please pass the message along, share it with somebody who may need to hear some of this information. Um, Help anybody in any way that you can, because this is what's important. Sharing, people. All lives matter. Okay? We are all put here to receive help and give help. Do not be a soul sucker. Don't be all doing all the taking, and don't be doing all the giving. We need balance. We are here for balance. Let's see. Hello, Ms. Tweets. Thank you for signing on today. Hope you guys enjoyed the talk, and you can always play it back. I do save it. Just hopefully all my stuff shows up on my YouTube page. I'm really new to the YouTube thing, but you can like, uh, share, follow on Facebook as well if you have Facebook. This one's Traveling Ministries and Mystics for the Open Minded on Facebook, but it is on the Violet Sage on YouTube. And hopefully, maybe on TikTok too. It will also be on the Violet Sage. All right, thank you, everyone. I hope this has helped in some way. And if you have any questions, um, you can always ask me questions. And I don't mean like reading questions on this, this is just my self help thing. But any questions about any subject, I can always give you some helpful advice and like to be able to start a communication. That would be awesome. All right. Well, I leave this with all of you, and I hope this is a good podcast for you today. Much love. Namaste. Don't forget to love your brothers, sisters, neighbors. People really annoy you. Send them a prayer saying, hey, I know they don't realize what they're doing to me today, but whatever is making them feel out of balance, could you send them a little help? Help them to see the light. Help them to be able to see more clearly what it is that they need to do to be a better person and maybe to get beyond this. Because when you try to help somebody else, especially a stranger you don't even know, you earn brownie points. You do. So this is going to come back in your favor, and you're building that positive karma for yourself. So why not, right? All right. Well, I hope this has helped all of you today. Much love. I know nobody gets to see my face when I'm doing readings because I'm focused on cards and everything else. So please follow me if you want some card readings during the week. Please donate if you can because it goes to a really helpful cause right now. And I love all of you and thank you for signing on. I couldn't do this without you. So namaste. Blessings, and we'll see you again soon. And thank you, Vicky and Miss Tweets, for signing on. And I hope to see you soon. All right. Bye bye.